Today marks the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking. KZN Government officials are visiting a rehabilitation centre for recovering drug addicts in the province South Coast. KwaZulu-Natal's South Coast is where we find our reporter Vusi Khumalo. He's on the story for us. Vusi, a very good morning to you. Important day indeed. What's on top of the agenda?
Very good morning, Plain, as well as to the viewers. Plain, that's very true. Very important day, especially, this day that's being commemorated worldwide. It's an international day against drug abuse and illicit trafficking. Well, the theme for this year is share information on facts about drugs and also saving lives. Well, we are with the KwaZulu-Natal government led by the Social Development MEC, Nhlanhla Khoza, who's visiting just a center here that used to house TB patients, but now it has also been converted to house drug addicts. It's just been identified to house drugs, youth who are hooked on drugs, but we are told that it will be operational just before the end of this year. She's going to tell us more about this center and also about today's program on the International Day Against Drug Abuse. First of all, ma'am, just tell us about the purpose of the day.
Greetings to the viewers at home. Today we are commemorating the Anti-Drug Abuse Day. In fact, the day is being commemorated every year without fail. As Social Development in KwaZulu-Natal, who is given this responsibility to deal with individuals who are drug abusers, we have taken it upon ourselves just to identify the area where we can say at least there's something which is owned by our government. There's a center which is owned by our government. As much as we have a number of centers which are funded by our government, which are funded by DSD. We have centers here around the area of Ugu and other areas, run by privately owned by NGOs and NPOs. But we said it is not enough. After having held a meeting with the victims of gender-based violence and the homeless people around the taxi rank, they said the mother of all social ills is the drug abuse. So MEC, just find it in your heart that you keep us wherever we can get rehabilitated, because it shows that there are individuals who want to be rehabilitated and who want to be treated against drug abuse. So as of now, looking at the statistics we have, worldwide we have about 270 million of young people who are drug users. So we said, in KwaZulu-Natal, let us make it as our responsibility to take care of those young lives. In fact, it will be just giving a second chance in life to those young people. We are looking at both genders, the male and women. As of now, we are trying to rehabilitate this center. The center has been underutilized. It was officially used by Santa for TB patients. But as of now, looking at the budget we have very less budget. We cannot just go to a new constructed structure. Let us look at the underutilized structures and reuse them. We find this structure, it is in a correct form as of now. It has everything in place. Electricity is there, water is there, and even the area is highly secured. We are looking at this area to take us forward. We are here as different government departments. There is Public Works, they are here, the Department of Health is here, and Santa themselves, because the ownership of this place, it was utilized by Santa, but the ownership, we wanted to know even the ownership. How can and how soon can we utilize this. And we have that assurance from Public Works in saying once all the agreements have been signed, before the end of this year, we will be utilizing this place. We don't want to utilize this place for rehabilitation only, but we want to create some skills, use the other portion as a skills development center, so that once a person comes out of this place, he or she will be a better person, at least to be able to stand on his or her feet, in saying, at least I have acquired some skills which might take me forward with my life.
Let me see, perhaps if you can just share with us, the theme for this year is saying that share facts on drugs, and also what are some of these facts, and also specifically why did you choose this area? Do you have a large pool of youngsters who are abusing drugs?
Number one, we have a number of centers which are run by NGOs. But looking at the area of Ugu, we have very few centers which are run by NGOs. And looking at the number of youth in our taxi ranks, the number of youth who are homeless around the area of Ugu, you can see that there's a missing link. That's why we have taken it upon ourselves just to come here and say, at least let us intervene whilst our youth is readily available to get that intervention. Especially for your information, this came from themselves in saying we want to be treated for anti-drug abuse. We want to be treated so as to be able at least to contribute to the economy of this world. We want to be not to be job seekers, if we can just be job creators. I said to them, together we can do it. It's not social development alone who can do this, but together as a team, and with your commitment as young people. If you are just committed to do that, to be out of drugs, because as of now we see we are under the place where you had a number of people under the area of Umthwalume who were killed. You can associate that killing of people because others were burnt without recognition, others were killed with their stomachs open. You could see that there was some kind of drug abuse. No one sober as a person can do that.
Ma'am, according to the World Drug Association released by the World Drug report released by the United Nations Office on Drugs as well as Crime, why is there a number of countries who have reported a rise in the use of cannabis, especially during COVID-19 pandemic?
In fact, we are very much concerned as government of KwaZulu-Natal. During COVID-19, we have seen very high figures of gender-based violence. We said maybe it is the loss of jobs. It can be one of the options of the things which happened, that they are out of that, they are out of doing it out of desperation. The number of people have that desperation. They have lost jobs. They are seated around their families, and they have not been used to sitting around their families. In fact, for us as government, we thought that would give much time to be around their families and know their kids better. But instead, you find that there's a number of the high rate of gender-based violence, and the main cause, if you go deep, the main cause is alcohol abuse. The main cause is drug abuse. So we need to fight this scourge, and together fighting this scourge, I think it can go a mile, because as of now, looking at the level 3 we are at right now, you can see that there's a lot which have been done by South African government, but a lot needs to be done. So we need to join hands in saying, as of now, we are about to launch an anti-substance abuse forum. We have have some identify some individuals. In fact, we just released applications so that someone who is interested can apply. We have received some applications from individuals, interested individuals, and those individuals are people who are working very close with the forums and the NPOs and NGOs which are around the area. Looking at that, we are expecting through the DDM to have a plan, the district plan, which deals with the anti-substance abuse.
Okay,
thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. There's the MEC for Social Development in KwaZulu-Natal and Nonhlanhla Khoza saying that drug abuse and as well as substance abuse is the mother of all social ills taking place in the country. While she has just launched, this opening of the center to house youngsters who are drug addicts. It will also be used as a center to train youngsters in order to acquire some skills so that when they go out of here, they are having some of the skills to use them in their communities. With that said, Blaine, it's back to you in the studio on the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking.
Conversations, no doubt. Vusi Khumalo live for us there in KwaZulu-Natal. Just a programming note with regards to, an event that's happening today. In about 20 minutes or so, the Minister of Social Development, Lindiwe Zulu, is leading this drug abuse virtual dialogue focusing on alcohol abuse and cannabis with young people. That's coming up at 11 o'clock. Stand by for that. We'll try to bring that to you live as well.